Pleasant good evening to each and everyone in the entire universe. Fellow Guyanese also. Life offers many corners, but depends upon which one you choose and how you want it to be remembered. Today, as I'm living in the United States of America, and I've traveled around this world many years ago, I would say one language, but I understand 3, 4 different languages, which I pretend not to know. But nevertheless, sometimes in life you got to play stupid to see who's around you, blind to see who will lead you, and to be a cripple to see who would lift you. Not all the time you want to be there for everyone, because he who helped himself is a gift from God, and you could help others. But why am I telling you all of this? Today in the United States of America, everybody so far who don't understand what's happening is upset and very annoyed and very thing about Donald J. Trump, the President of America, the 47th President. But ladies and gentlemen, no human being on the face of the earth is 100%. Or from 1 to 10, 9. Everyone have a little thing that may go wrong to see what happened. And sometimes mistakes is good for correction. But one must not forget what they put that man through. They tried to humiliate him, embarrass his family. Oh, they put his name, if they could have put it in Mars, they would have done it. Over what? Hush money and other things. And to be honest, they will say he raised the price, and I would use a ledge of his building when he go to take a loan. Now, who to be blamed? If a woman walking the road and she believes she value $1 trillion, and another one who is a virgin want to sell herself for $1, who to be blamed? Think. So, we should not get into that, but I am telling you what goes on and what I noticed in this world. I am a mixed race. I believe in the dreams of all men, and every human being wants to do good for the friends, the family, of course. But every human being got some things that is not right. From 1 to 10, I myself is not from 1 to 10 right. Because when people get me upset, I like to get rid of the whole world. But is that justified? No. So let me deal with what's going on in the U.S. I'm in sympathy with all those people who have been picked up and been deported. But it's alleged that Brother Obama quietly deported a lot of people in his time in office as president. And allege again, Joe Biden do the same. But I do not hear anybody talks about it and criticize them. The law of the land must be carried out internationally. But there's an old saying, what goes up must comes down, and what goes around must come around. It's a clock. It never stops ticking. My African brothers who are living in Africa and out of Africa, the Caribbean and the American elsewhere are condemning Trump. Are they condemn Idi Amin when he drove 1 million Indians out of Uganda who born and grow there? No, they did not. And I like to be fair and all the blood in me. They were business people. But the Indians again, they had their way of life. Every day they cook some food. They're fighting for land. Anywhere Indian go, they got problem fighting one another. They love the voodoo man. And that is why those all in Guyana, Trinidad is the same bloody thing. Friends, there's a God. Show me one black race that condemned Idi Amin when he drove 1 million Indians out of Uganda. Texas, a lot of them went. The actor Mr. Washington, Denzel Washington, make a movie, Mississippi Masada, where an Indian man, the lawyer who works out here, he says I have nothing to know about America or any country, for I am a Ugandan. I was born in Uganda. I know nothing of India. Ladies and gentlemen, not a black race. From South Africa, all the way to Kenya, Mozambique, and everybody, nobody criticized Idi Amin. Because the Indians was immigrants who brought there by the British. And then later, those who was coming, but they're business people. But they're covetous. But not everyone. See, Amin put them out. Not even in Guyana, Fas Burnham criticized it. Or those who are running for politics in Guyana from African descent. I like to be open-minded. Then that's not all. Comes to former Rhodesia, Mr. Mugabe drove the white race out as a European. Nobody condemned him neither. But it's alleged that Burnham has sent some train after scrapping it in Guyana to that country. And it was alleged that he had share in a copper field of mine and he was investing in there, and the claim to people when they fake his death, according to information is alleged, he was living there. No black race from America right back criticized. Today, Donald J. Trump, the 47th President of the United States of America, was given a mandate to do a job, to get rid of the criminal elements that enter his country illegally. And yes, you cannot come to a man's country, rape and kill, rob, and expect to be treated as saint. You're lucky that he sent you back. In some country, they would execute you. But there must be a measure to this. But they got a saying in life, an old Egyptian saying. A rolling chariot have no friends and family. Once the chariot is moving, it don't have friends. So the illegal was also picked up with decent, honorable people who's fighting for a living. But again, with the Democratic Party in America from the 60s and a little before, right back, was very busy and instrumental in Latin and South America to upturn government who are talking communism, such as what happened in Guyana in 1961 or 62, Black Friday. Because today, the great-grandchildren of Africa and India cannot accept each other. But again, you have honorable one between both sides, have nothing to do with it. And what the blacks have done to Indian and other race in Guyana. And they are talking about emancipation. I got your blood in me. I know a lot of you would like to kill me, but you might take me out of this body. Hope you all find a body for me, can come home with you. Yeah, I wouldn't like it. So when you think as you making love with your wife in my face, you'll be seen on yours. Or you might see my face on hers. I hope you can handle it. I believe in my God. You could call me a voodoo man, obeah man. You could call me whatever you want, but I believe in the true God. Friends, what goes around comes around. And many African descendants out of Africa, in the Caribbean, in the America, you don't like the European as white people. A lot of you, but not all of you. To be fair, not all Europeans have done you wrong. This generation have nothing to do with the slave trade. It was a business. I am living here, I'm paying tax. I pay city tax, state tax, and I pay federal tax. Isn't that slavery too? And when the year done, I still got to submit to pay more. But in the West Indies, coming out from the African descendant, the white man slave us. The white man no good. What you have done to others is coming back to you. But you cannot blame the modern people for the slave trade because you have benefit from it. In the whole Caribbean, where's the Arawak Indian? From Cuba to Grenada to Trinidad and Tobago, where is the Arawak Indian? But you African descendant. But you inherit the people country. You even help to screw their women, change the breed. You even sell them their own land, and you talking about what is right? Man, You got to let him. God take you into heaven, you might throw his ass out. Y'all know may not like it, but if you take the Indian, again, they were cheap laborers. They don't talk about slavery, but that was a sense of slavery. They don't criticize, but they are so corrupt. They ain't got no disease worse than an Indian disease, as we say in Guyana and Trinidad could be. But there's good and bad amongst both sides. Indians don't remember kindness. They're very, very vicious, spiteful, jealousful. They love the voodoo man, and they're very fucking ungrateful. I said it. Don't matter what you do for them, they'll turn back and spit in your face. But you have good and you have bad amongst them. Same as Europeans, they fight each other. Italy, Greece, France, England, they're cutting out the head of their leaders. They were slaves too. Who slaved them? And the great-grandchildren of Spain, pirates, calling themselves from Mexico to Argentina, we are Spanish. Spanish is a fucking language. You are Latino. You are not even from Spain. You are the ancestors of pirates. Like the blacks today are the generation of slave trade. And the Indian in the West Indies and Guyana are the generation of cheap labor. So all of you have something on your shoulder. So you gotta be careful what you're saying. Don't blame Trump for what he's doing. If from South America, from Mexico to Argentina, or South Africa, to the Arab Peninsula, know what can be done, this world will be a beautiful place. Trump is a businessman, and any Muslim who condemn him should condemn Prophet Muhammad, because he was a businessman and he went to war. His wife was a businesswoman. Think, friends, I born this way. I don't mean anything. Wake up for God's sake. World War I, the white man, as you say, the European would have killed one another. World War II, the same. There was a thing called the Monroe Doctrine, signed that America controlled this hemisphere. So all of you Prime Minister from Dominica, Eugenia Charles' country, you don't see Reagan went to the rescue? But today you got a man named Skerritt, and he's alleged he's selling passport to people. How do we know he's not selling to America's enemy? Tell me. I even hear it's alleged again, the ship, some ship flying the Dominican flag, and I'm talking about Eugenia Charles' country, not Dominican Republic, English Dominica. Friends, wake up. Look at Jamaica, a prime example. One who first had the train station, train line, and power line in the West Indies, where the dollar was 2 or 3 US for a Jamaican dollar. Today it is down because of corrupt black leaders. I hear about Bustamante. I heard about Manley. Siaga, who born, in a plane, according to information, is alleged. Many Jamaicans are out here. They're all over in Canada. But we curse the European as the white man, but we are still going there. When will we accept the truth and try to bridge this gap? Because European go against European. You got plenty of white people in America, from Ireland, Sweden, Denmark, Britain, France, Italy, Greece, and some other areas. But you don't hear them talk what they went through. They talk about development. And therefore, we must do the same. There's good and bad amongst in your own family. Friends, you the black man in Africa and in the Caribbean, how you treat your wives. Cheat on her. You want 5, 6 children, 7 and 8 wives outside. And you are talking about moral value. While you Indian want to get drunk and dance to music in the West Indies that you don't even understand the culture, but you bring it into Guyana, Trinidad, St. Lucia, and Suriname. India is India, divided over religion. You are the offspring of them, like myself, who got Indian blood, black blood, and other blood. Let's stop this nonsense and accept the world for what it is, and don't make the mistake the generation 100 years have made. Today, in the Caribbean, Latin South America, there are more foreigners than the Arawak Indians. So Trump, I don't vex with the man to clean up his country. And in Guyana today, we have Venezuela, Mr. Maduro, claiming 60% of Guyana. A minister by the name, I don't even think I should mention the man's name, talking about treason if anybody become governor for the 60%, what Maduro is claiming is a treasonable offense. And he's right. But look at him. He maybe get a lot of land. All the government ministers in government, black and Indian alike, ruling a country in Guyana don't belong to you, and the Amerindian got to buy land from you. You turn back and you lock up Mark Benschop. You lock up David Hines. You kill Rodney. Uini Dublin. You own when they oppose and expose you. Friends, and you talking about justice? The whole Guyana court system is corrupt. And under Burnham, between me and you, what you have done, you're lucky is Barajak Leon Ali. You hear? And not a man like me. I would have revenged every one of you who hurt people. Trust me, I would have given the people family the opportunity to execute you by a bullet or hang you or burn you alive for the crime you committed against them. Same goes to the Indian. You hurt somebody, I would have make them do it back to you. Because they got a saying, do for do is not obia. Now you're going to tell me leave it to God. Well, let me ask you all a question. Anyone of you see God? Anyone of you see devil in Lucifer? No. Right? You see Donald Trump. He's a bad man, right? Because what he's doing. What have you done in Guyana, Trinidad, the Caribbean, and in Africa when you drove the European out? What have you done in India when you drove them out? Why the Chinese don't speak like y'all? Is only the European wrong? Y'all are angels? Well, look, wake the F up and stop your bullshit. And let's unite and make this world a paradise. Let Trump do what he has to do. You got to do what you have to do in your country. If you don't need me in your house, you have a right, then you can enter mine. Does that make sense to you? Imagine a president in Mexico got more balls than men who born with two. Think, Canada and others. Trump is not wrong for what he's doing. He's trying to save America. Because every foreigner's living here, sending the money abroad to build houses in their country, but they still here, the white man this, the white man that. You think it's a nice thing you're doing? Not all white people are bad, they kill each other, brother. Look at Ukraine right now. Look what happening in Palestine with the Jews. But every child that dies is a terrorist. Every pregnant woman with a child in her womb is a terrorist, according to them who wanted to create history. But there is a God. I believe in him. And with you Indian men, you marry a woman she wants to control you, and some of you want to control. No, it's a 50-50 policy, man. Let's stop this nonsense about racism, white man this, black man this, Chinese man this, Indian, and unite as human beings, brothers and sisters in this universe. Different language and culture. Come up with this white man and black man, where the green, blue, and yellow? Where is them? And nothing lasts forever. What goes up must come down, and what goes around got to come around. Great empire fell. The Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar, the Alexander the Great. Think of it. King Charles of England in 1627, when Oliver Cromwell take his head off. Think Louis and his wife in France when they execute both of them, my friends. And in the Arab Peninsula, and that was a killing field, because those Arabs, then they mix with so many blood, they are confused. But yet for all, Let's give peace a chance and make this world a better place for humanity. Stop criticizing Trump. Let's unite. If you're illegal, you're illegal. Go come legal. Stop thieving, stop lying. But every crime that was committed against an innocent man and woman in Guyana, you all go to answer it. Trust me, no matter how far you go. You see what happened in Syria? You see what happened in Iran? The Shah and all who they backing them? They have to run for their life. But we don't want that in Guyana. Then we got a president and a vice president talking about you mustn't support this body, telling people they can't do charity. Well, boy, come on, Mr. Ali President, get rid of the Quran, give it to somebody else, because the Holy Quran speak of charity. And if you are a president and listening to such a false information, once the man don't sell drugs and guns and bombs and poison and helping the people, let it be, Ali. Please, what goes up will come down. What goes around will come around. So I'm calling on all patriotic Guyanese, Indian and black, unite. For there is a leader coming. And I say one thing, long live Donald Trump to do what he's doing. You may not like it, but you should have condemned Amin. Mugabe. Even South Africa was pushing out the white people. So let's stop this nonsense, unite and make this world a better place for humanity. Share love. Stop the hate. Stop the clashes. Peace and goodwill be with all of you. That's my opinion. I might be wrong. Correct me. Thank you.